States, who took many of the technical documents to Europe, and from there they started building up their foundation. And these activities continued up to something like 600 AD, when the foreign invasion started. When the Mughals came, then the British Raj came, and so on, they virtually killed the entire education system and knowledge acquisition process in the country. And we were in a dark era when Europe was leapfrogging in terms of the technology revolution, especially over the last 300 years or so. We were virtually sleeping. And the exceptions, what we have seen is in the C.V. Raman or the J.C. Bose and such people who are doing individual work based on their own skills and merit rather than by the education system. But after independence, the government has seen the importance of education and research in the country. They have invested heavily in various national laboratories for research, and atomic energy, space, and the missile program, etc., are finest example of that. I would always quote the greatest success in our country at the time was the Green Revolution, which was brought in by a scientist under Dr. Swaminathan's leadership. And in 60s, we were virtually starving. We did not have enough food material in the country. But the Green Revolution, which was ushered in by Dr. Swaminathan, has really helped us in achieving self-sufficiency in food grains. Today we are surplus. We can meet our requirements, we can export part of that as well. Then, of course, you know the white revolution, which our own scientist, Dr. Kurian, has spearheaded. And that again, we made India the second largest producer of milk in the world, the first being China. Then, of course, you have seen that in the atomic program, with the atomic bomb being exploded, that was an ultimate event. But basically, we have deciphered the mysteries of the atom. We know how to crack them, how to release energy, and use the energy for converting to electricity, or use some of the radiation for agriculture or the healthcare and so on. So that way we have mastered the atomic power technology, in the country. Again, thanks to Dr. Homi Bhabha and his vision. Then came Dr. Sarabhai, who had a vision about the space. And we are now today in par with the 5 leading nations in the world as far as space technology is concerned. We have huge rockets, we can build satellites, satellites can do the Earth observation, communication, scientific experiments, and even go to Moon and Mars and so on. Missiles, yes, Dr. Kalam and his team has really brought the Agni missile series. It is able to hit targets as far away as 5,000 kilometers with a precision of 200 meters. So this is a great achievement, a great deterrent as far as the neighbors are concerned. And we have shown our strength to the global community. Of course, in the atomic weapon, again, Dr. Kalam played a very major role. Again, Dr. Karkotkar and Dr. Chidambaram, Dr. Kalam, these 5, they have really contributed to the development of the atomic weapon. We have a sufficient number of weapons with us, so which again can act as a strong deterrent to our neighbors who will not dare to attack us just like that. So if you look at that way, the achievements in independent India is really great. Now, to cite a few examples, in the space, as Professor Joseph has mentioned, it was a time when we had to learn everything ourselves. So in that process, we made mistakes. We had failures. But those failures, they taught us big lessons. And that lessons is what has really helped us in perfecting the technology. Let's take the example of the first satellite launch vehicle developed in the country, SLV-3. Dr. Kalam was the project director for that, and I had the opportunity to work with him on that project. Almost 10 years we took to develop the rockets, the control systems, the navigation system, the instrumentation, and so on. And finally, the launch was attempted in 1979. The first stage went up all right. But the day at the first stage, the entire system tumbled and fell into the sea. But before impacting to the sea, the other three rocket motors they have ignited, and we had confidence they all have worked. It was really a heartbreaking event. It is really the effort of nearly 3,000 odd scientists over 10 years who it has really gone down the Arabian Sea and sorry, Bay of Bengal. And this is something which we couldn't really digest. But at the time, we took a vow that we will spring back and have a successful launch within a year. People work day and night. They try to decipher the issues. They try to make modifications in the design. They made new models, tested them thoroughly. And finally, in 1980, July, we had the first successful launch of SLV, thus becoming a member of the space club. Again, I am very proud of PSLV because it has a very good track record. Out of the 60 odd launches, we had hardly 2 failures. Whereas normally the failure rate of such rockets are about 10% all over the world. That rocket, again, had a fate similar to the SLV. It was a very mammoth effort. SLV was a very small rocket compared to PSLV. SLV was hardly 22 tons and 17 tons and about 22 meters long, whereas here the PSLV was like 270 tons at liftoff, that much of propellant and other systems, and it can carry about 1,000 kilograms into orbit. It was again almost 12 years of effort by the ISRO, industries, academic institutions and so on, and more than 6,000 people have been working on this project. We have perfected everything, the navigation system, guidance system, computers which are required for managing the flight, and the rocket system. The first time we were trying to use the liquid rocket engines for the second stage and the fourth stage and so on. So all these put together, we had gone through extensive tests in the ground. We had a very good confidence that we will succeed. The launch took place. The first and second stage went all right. But at the end of second stage, again, a similar phenomenon. The entire flight tumbled and fell to the sea. It's again something unbearable. So, but still, we had the grit to withstand the failure, not to be disappointed, but to focus our attention to pinpoint the reason for failure. Ultimately, it turned out it was a very elementary mistake in implementing a software module in the onboard computer which has caused the problem. And also in SLV3, again the failure was caused by an elementary mistake of having some particle getting stuck in an electromagnetic valve and that draining off the fuel in the second stage converter system and so on. So that shows that our technology is really strong. Our design skills are good. We can realize our systems, but ultimately, perhaps some small problem here and there can lead to failure. But those failures will make us revisit the entire design. Even after PSLV, though it was a software error, but we had gone through the entire design, opened up, reviewed by experts, not only within ISRO, but from academic institutions and from other laboratories. And ultimately, we got the finest of the design. There were small corrections here and there, but they were all absorbed. And within a year again, in 1994, we made the first launch successful. After that, nearly 40 launches went without a hitch. Of course, the next one was a failure, but that again was a marginal in design on an explosive chain. So failures do occur. In the cryogenic again, the GSLV when we wanted to do, we wanted to have the upper stage based on a cryogenic fuel. The Russian technology was initially promised, but that was denied. But they gave ready to fly stages, and with that we made the first GSLV flight successful. Well, it was the first of its kind in the history of our launch history. The first mission itself became a success. But we were happy But at the same time, the fourth launch when we attempted is a totally indigenous cryogenic engine. Again, it failed. It failed to take to the vacuum condition. It was really, we had to toil day and night for almost 2 years to decipher the problem and get back on the rails. But afterwards, again, that rocket is behaving very well, and that is taking. Now, the latest, the GSLV Mark III, is a spin-off from all these things, consolidating the technologies and other things. And we have really made the huge rocket. In fact, it is nicknamed as the Bharatheeyam. It can carry almost 10 tons into a low Earth orbit. Our human space flight program is going to be carried out with that, and that's going to be the real future launch of ISRO. Now, this is only the launch side, but at the same time, our technological strength was not contained within our laboratories. We put to use. The Earth observation data is used for managing the resources in the country, whether it is the minerals, water, the soil, the forestry, fisheries. All these resources can be snapped from the sky about 600 kilometers away from the Earth, and those synoptic view provides an opportunity to assess these resources and use it for various planning purposes. Especially when some disaster occur like floods or drought, etc., it could be identified, the damages could be assessed, and corrective actions can be taken. The most important part of this is the disaster warning system, which is in place today. The geostationary orbit satellites take a picture of the Earth, and that is being analyzed to track the cyclones and where the landfall is going to take place. And this information is used for evacuating the people and protecting the wealth there. So this has reduced the damage due to cyclones to an order of magnitude. In fact, in the early stages, when we didn't have such a system, a cyclone hitting Andhra Pradesh has cost nearly 10,000 lives. Whereas recently, any cyclone hitting anywhere in India, loss of lives is contained less than 10 or so, and that's a great achievement as far as the country is concerned. Then, of course, in the communication, the connectivity to remote area, even our education programs are being through the satellite, and then the industrial connectivity for banking and other businesses provided by that, and so on. Now, ultimately, we wanted to study slightly more deeper into the origin of the universe, how and why of the existence of the galaxy itself, and where we are proceeding, and so on. The orbiting astronomy, called the AstroSat, has been put in place, a telescope with the capability to observe X-rays, gamma rays, UV, and visible range, all together in one telescope. So this is a very powerful tool for the Indian astronomers, and definitely is helping them. Then we wanted to explore the nearby objects like Moon and the Mars. Moon, certainly the Chandrayaan 1 was a great success. For the first time, we could succeed in the first attempt itself to go to the Moon. Other countries have succeeded in maybe third or fourth attempt only. Now, leave alone that, we are the first country to declare that there is water on the surface of the Moon. So this has been a great achievement as far as the Indian science is concerned. The deposits of helium, deposits of ice blocks, and there are various other precious metals which are there on the surface of the Moon could be mapped. The entire surface could be featured, the craters and the mountains to be measured, and so on. So we have looked at the scientific aspect also. So this shows that when we have a goal set and when we have a dedicated team working for that, success will be ours. We may encounter failures, but as Dr. Kalam used to always say, one failure is equal to 1,000 successes. In successes, we may simply say that we will simply celebrate and forget about it. But failure makes you think more and more and perfect your systems. But yes, it's our experience, and we have really learned from failures. And there was nobody blaming us for our mistakes or failures, but they encouraged us. That's why the ISRO is one of the leading organizations in the world today. Now, as far as the youth of today is concerned, the opportunities are tremendous. Our country is in the growth path. We are perhaps the fourth largest economy in the world today. And we have the opportunity to become the second as quickly as possible. For that, the human resource, which is the strongest as far as India is concerned, along with the other natural resources and so on, putting together to work can make it happen. For that, you have to be empowered. If you have to be empowered, you have to have a strong base in the science and technology. The basic scientific knowledge, whether it is physics, chemistry, mathematics, and biology, this is very, very important. All other things like whether medicine or engineering or astronomy or business emerges out of it. The logical thinking process, the decision making process, all evolve out of mathematics. So you should have a strong base in the scientific subjects. Then only you can come out as a good scientist or a good administrator or a good social worker. But our problem is about 70% of the population are living in the villages. Their problems are different. The luxuries what we are enjoying in the cities or maybe all through the Kerala, etc., they are not available to the remote villages in the central India, the northeast region, and so on. So, how to identify their problems and how to use our skills and knowledge, or how to take the science and technological skills to solve the problems of the common man in the villages is a real challenge. In that process, we have to think differently, we have to find alternate solutions which are cost effective, affordable, and if we strike that, it is not only that Indian community will benefit, the global community also will benefit out of it. That is a challenge before the youth of India. And I am sure on the science day, you will make a note that you first of all have a strong foundation in science and technology and utilize it for the benefit of the human. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your earnest talk from your busy schedule. We already got some questions which they need to clear from you. So let me invite one by one. Firstly, I am inviting Krishna from Madhavan College, Tiruvalla. Krishna, please. Okay, I thought she was not here. I'm going to next person, and that is M. Thomas Jacob from Catholic College, Pathanamthitta.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
What are the new possibilities that the whole astrophysics is going to get by the success of this Parker solar probe? It has been, I think, it has been the first of its kind to go that much near the sun. So, what will be the advantage we get by the data that is available from the Parker solar probe?
Well, you know, we have a very little knowledge about the origin of the stars and how they develop, how they exhaust themselves and finally collapse into the black hole and things like that. So the observation from the ground is of course marked by the atmosphere and to start. If you go to space, you will get a clearer picture. But going closer to the sun, you have an opportunity to look at the solar surface features, especially when the solar winds and the solar flares are taking place, and their origin and how they decay, and that type of information will be very useful. You know, quite often our power systems and communication systems are affected by the solar radiation, and also our magnetic fields get distorted and so on. So understanding the sun is very, very important, and we have a lot to learn. And this is a good opportunity to look at the surface features which is happening on the sun at very close quarters. ISRO also is planning to have a mission which will be similar to this, which will go to the Lagrangian point, and from there try to observe the sun and the Earth simultaneously. And the sun-Earth coupling effects can be studied at much more detail using that system.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for clearing his doubt. Next, I am calling Indra P. from Sedu Institute of Technology. Indra, please. Okay, I'm calling with other person. I'm calling Rajalakshmi R from KG College, Mumbai. Okay, I thought she also was not there. If anyone having any doubt, they can unmute the mic and they can ask questions, or they can type a question on your chat box.
Sir, can I ask you one question, sir?
Yeah.
Can I ask you one question, sir?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Sir, how far we have perfected our cryo system, sir? Cryo fuel and cryo technology, sir?
Well, I think we are today masters in it, I would say. We started off late. I think it was only in the early 2000 we initiated development of our own system. This involves using hydrogen and oxygen as fuel. In the gaseous form, you have a large volume for storage, so you have to liquefy. They are at 20 Kelvin and 80 Kelvin. And to get materials which can withstand the temperatures and operate has been a real challenge. In fact, the Vikram Sarabhai Space Center working with Madhavan has made a host of materials in steel, the titanium alloys and so on, and that has become handy. After the material development, we went on developing the rocket engine. The first one was similar to the Russian engine. I will not say a copy, but they gave some minimal information about the overall system configuration. So from there we evolved, and that is the one which we flew in our GSLV Mark II to start with. But later we thought this is not really satisfying our future requirements. So we undertook development of a 20-ton cryogenic engine compared to a 7-ton of the Russian engine, and that was an entirely indigenous design. In terms of the configuration, its subsystems and so on, we made it much simpler and more reliable. And that is the one which was flown in the GSLV Mark III, and this is going to be used for our human mission as well. So we are now today masters in cryogenics technology.
Great, sir. Thank you. I have one more question: are we really good at making materials of latest developments and requirements of VSSC, sir?
In fact, right from the beginning, that has been our biggest challenge. I remember the days when we were trying to make propellants. Either is required, and our scientists ingeniously thought about using natural rubber as a product for that. But natural rubber has got its own problems about consistency and whatnot. So then they developed a synthetic rubber, HTPV. Hydroxyl terminal polybutadiene, and that is the one which is used for our solid mode boosters. Similarly, when it came to the motor case, we wanted to have a very high strength steel, about 5 times stronger than the normal steel. A margin steel composition was developed in VSSC, then it was productionized in Madhavan. Now we have all the rings, shields, etc. which is kept out. And the spin-off from that is being used in the atomic weapon. The shell which is prepared with the high strength and kind and so on. Similarly, the titanium, is one of the rare materials. We work with the rarest here in Kerala, and titanium is a basic metal is extracted from the titanium oxide, and that plant is running in Chava. So in all those areas we have put our hands, and we have no other option because nobody was willing to sell those sophisticated materials to us. So Bidani is a good source for indigenous. They are working for atomic program as well. And again, in the chemical industry, VSSC had good strength. They have made laboratory level production, then transferred to industry for manufacturing, like Andhra Sugars, HOCL, and so on. So that way, there is a very good strength in ISRO. And future, definitely we need much better material, lighter material for our human space flight and the travel to the other planets and so on. So that work is still continuing.
Thank you, sir. Can I have one final question, sir?
Yes, please.
You took initiative for telemedicine. That shows your passion towards the village people of India. How far it is successful, sir? How far it has developed?
It has been perfected way back in 2007 itself. At the time, we connected about 300 odd specialty hospitals in the country with remote villages. So the villager does not have to travel to the cities thousands of kilometers quite often and spend a lot of money in getting the consultation from expert doctors. And then it became a boom for the defense forces. They were deployed in the border areas, etc. They get connected to the hospitals in the bases and so on, from the ship and from the remote mountain regions, etc. This connectivity was provided. So the technology was totally, but that's all based on the satellite connectivity. But today, it again has become a handy. The same technology, equipment, software, etc. is used through the landlines, and during the COVID times, we are getting the tele consultation using the similar technology. So I'm happy that we were able to initiate such a program about 15 years back.
It has become fruitful. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Let me ask you a question. Can you share something about India's mission of man on moon?
Well, we had to go a fairly long way. In the sense, we started late again. Only in 2015, from Modi ji, when he took over, this program was approved and we started work on it. It takes about 6 or 7 years before we can make the first capsule which can carry human beings to space and back. We are in that process. It was targeted for this year, but unfortunately due to COVID, there is some further delays. But maybe within a year or two, we will achieve the target. After accepting that only, we can think of going to moon. But moon is a very hostile place to go. There is no atmosphere. Of course, there is water, but that alone is not sufficient to sustain life. So we have to carry almost everything from ground. So that way it may not be attractive. But a travel to Mars may be ultimate goal of the humankind. Already the American, the SpaceX, etc., they are working for that. Even they are thinking of building a capsule which can carry even 100 passengers, like an aircraft, to Mars and come back. Maybe we also will be in the fray, maybe catch up with them after about 5 years or so.
Okay, thank you, sir. Now, I thought already I had the doubt. If anyone had to ask, once more they're having the chance to ask to sir. Or they can type a message on their chat box.
Sir, according to your view, how far has India come in the idea of space tourism? Do you think that space tourism will be a reality in India?
Can you come again?
Sir, how far is India come in the idea of achieving space tourism? Do you think that space tourism will be a reality in India?
Well, I think we may take longer time because you see, our priority will be for the scientific research and the planetary exploration. So the tourism will be the last priority as far as we are concerned. But perhaps as demand goes up, certainly we can do in 30s, maybe 10 years from now, we may be able to afford to provide such services at a cost.
Okay, thank you, sir. Now, okay, please. Okay, you can ask.
May I ask in Malayalam? So may I ask in Malayalam?
Yeah, please go ahead.
സാർ ഇപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ലോഞ്ച് ചെയ്ത് സ്പേസ് ടെലിസ്കോപ്പ് ആണ് ജെയിംസ് വെബ് സാർ അതിന്റെ ഫ്രീക്വൻസി സ്പെക്ട്രം എന്തുകൊണ്ടാണ് മൈക്രോവേവ് റേഞ്ച് സെറ്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ?
You see, basically, നമ്മുടെ നേരത്തെ അയച്ചിരുന്ന സാറ്റലൈറ്റ് ഒക്കെ വിസിബിൾ റേഞ്ചിലുള്ള ഡിറ്റക്ടേഴ്സ് ആണ് ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ ഈ ക്ലൗഡ് കവർ മറ്റൊക്കെ വരുമ്പോൾ അതിൽ കൂടെ നമുക്ക് ഭൂമിയുടെ അവസ്ഥ അറിയാൻ പറ്റില്ല. അതിനു വേണ്ടിയിട്ടാണ് ഈ മൈക്രോവേവ് ഫ്രീക്വൻസി ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്നത്. മൈക്രോവേവ് ഫ്രീക്വൻസി ആകുമ്പോഴത്തേക്കും ക്ലൗഡിൽ കൂടെ പെനട്രേറ്റ് ചെയ്ത് ഗ്രൗണ്ടിൽ റിഫ്ലക്ട് ചെയ്ത് ആ സിഗ്നൽ ഉപയോഗിച്ച് നമുക്ക് ഗ്രൗണ്ട് കണ്ടീഷൻ മനസ്സിലാക്കാൻ പറ്റും. അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് മൈക്രോവേവ് ഫ്രീക്വൻസി ഉപയോഗിക്കുക. ലോവർ ഫ്രീക്വൻസി ആകുമ്പോൾ അതിൽ ഒരുപാട് റിഫ്ലക്ട് ചെയ്ത് വരും, അതിൽ ഡിസ്ട്രോഷൻസ് വരും. അതിൽ ഓപ്റ്റിമം റേഞ്ച് ഒരു 2 GHz to 3 GHz റേഞ്ചാണ്. ആ റേഞ്ചിലുള്ള ഫ്രീക്വൻസിയാണ് ഈ നമ്മൾ റഡാർ ഇമേജിംഗ് സാറ്റലൈറ്റ് ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ ഇത് ക്ലൗഡിൽ മാത്രമല്ല, വെളിച്ചമില്ലാത്ത സമയത്ത് രാത്രിയുടെയും ഭൂമിയുടെ ചിത്രങ്ങൾ എടുക്കാൻ സഹായിക്കും.
Thank you, sir.
So there was a question that was sent to us. I'll read it out. So according to your point of view, what are the likely benefits as a result of undertaking the Gaganyaan program?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, this is one area where we were lagging behind. The human's presence in space can definitely help in further scientific exploration, first of all. And again, secondly, on the defense sector, when you want to have observation of any part of the globe, yes, we can do it through the remote observation cameras and so on, but nothing like a human being there and taking a real-time decision. Thirdly, of course, we don't want to be left behind. As I told earlier today, we are in par with the global players as far as space technology is concerned. Only missing element is the human space travel. Today, the Americans have got the figures, Russians have got, and also Chinese. So we will be perhaps the fourth nation to have such capability, and both for peaceful and defense purposes, this becomes very, very important element in our system.
Anyone more? If there are anyone, they can ask, or we can wind up the section. Okay, I thought there was no one. So now let me invite Ms. Shalom Mariam she is a student member of IQAC for vote of thanks. Shalom Mariam, please.
Respected Professor C. Sudarshan Kumar Sir, esteemed guest, Shri G. Madhavan Nair Sir, Principal Dr. Shali Abraham Ma'am, teachers and friends. As we have come to the end of the session that celebrated the National Science Day 2022, I would like to now thank everyone who has offered support to make this event successful. First of all, let me thank the Director of Mahatma Gandhi University's Center for High Performance Computing, Professor C. Sudarshan Kumar Sir, who presided over the meeting. Your talk was insightful, sir. It was really enlightening. We're glad we could associate with the center and looking forward to more such fruitful collaborations. Thank you, sir. I would like to thank our keynote speaker, Shri G. Madhavan Nair Sir. First of all, extremely sorry for the inconvenience that was caused to you, sir, in the beginning. Also, I believe that everyone gathered here is a space enthusiast somehow or the other. And that brings us joy that we were able to listen and to interact with you today. Thank you so much for sparing this much of your time for us, sir. We are extremely honored and humbled, and we were really inspired by your words. On behalf of the entire KG College family, extend profound gratitude to you, sir. Thank you so much. I would like to especially thank our principal, Dr. Shali Abraham Ma'am, who addressed the gathering. Shali Ma'am has always been a guiding light for us, and she has always stood in helping shape our programs further. Thank you, ma'am. Let me thank Bharatheeyam Center Coordinator, Dr. Vipin K. Varghese, sir, IQAC Coordinator, Lieutenant Renish Joseph, sir, Association in charges of all science associations, head the departments, all the teachers who worked hard in bringing this event to a success. Thank you so much. Especially thanking Dona Sujit of D2 Zoology for lending her voice to this event. Last but not the least, let me thank our audience, students from KG College Kambadi as well as from other colleges who attended this session. Thank you very much for being extremely cooperative throughout the session. I conclude once again by thanking everyone gathered here. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Good night.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Sharu.
ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. It was a great event. We enjoyed a lot.
Thank you. It is well organized, and I must congratulate you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Not last but least, it's time to wind up our section. Thank you, and everyone can leave the meeting.